Good morning, everyone. I'm Andrew, and I don't want to work anymore. And here on my channel, we're going to make that happen if we keep on stitching wins together like we did yesterday. Oh my God. So we trade the NASDAQ here, and it is the ICT first presented fair value gap strategy. And I've put together a little strategy around it. So we'll look at the numbers here real quick. We have a couple minutes before New York opens. We have 198 trades over 68 trading days, 126 wins, 72 losses, a 63.6% win-loss ratio. Total accumulated points is 6881, and an average points per day is 101, and an average RR is 4.5. This average points per day was actually, I think, about maybe 82 points a day or 86 points a day before yesterday's trading day, because we had an enormous win yesterday, 480 points, and then 376 on our second position and 318 on the third. So a total accumulation of 1174 points and a 10.1 RR even after actually, sorry, I guess we were positive 1,069 as of yesterday if we include the loss. But if we're just looking at the win here, it is, yeah, a 10.1 RR trade. So what we do, we stack positions. We also don't set profit targets. So we are a couple minutes here, well, about 30 seconds before the market opens. The orange line here on the left-hand chart is a 1-minute chart. That is yesterday's closing price. We can expect to drop down first into here and then continue higher. And here on the right side is the daily chart, and I think we're going to go and take out yesterday's high. We are pretty close. I'm feeling pretty bullish, I think, for the next couple of days before maybe stalling out at the end of the week and then continuing lower. Opening candle is printing right now, so let's get our line on there. This is the opening price here. We make that one pink, and we lost my face. We're just going to float that on top. And we just trade the first gap on the left here. We're going to change this to a 5-minute. And yeah, we got to drop down here, I think, first. Maybe into this fair value gap and then continue higher. But our strategy is we just trade the first presented fair value gap, and we're allowed 2 losses before we just stop trading for the day. It's that easy. And then we stack new positions on top of every other fair value gap thereafter. And so if you look at yesterday's trading, you know, how upset would you be if you just targeted a 1 to 3 or 3 to 1 R when you could have got, I didn't even get the whole move and I got a 10, right? Imagine I got up to here. Oh my God. What is that? 25 R? Who knows? But yeah, CMC Markets is the platform I'm using. It froze up on me. So that's 2 trading days in a row that's frozen up on me. I'm not a fan. I am looking for a new platform. If you guys can recommend one for me, that would be amazing. We are trading NASDAQ futures. I tried the paper trading here, and I just can't seem to be able to figure out how to stack positions here. And then, yeah, like watch this. I'm going to put a position on. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I need some help. I don't know why that didn't work. I was just playing with it. Rejected, not enough funds to complete the order. That's weird. Oh, because it's not the mini. I see. If we go to the E mini. Oh, did it put one here? Or that's just the history? I don't know. I'm not liking this. See, look how... That's 50 points away, my entry. I'm like, something's going wrong here. How is my entry 50 points away? That's insane. Okay, here we go. We're going to the upside. No, we're not. Nothing to get excited about. I had a super intense workout. I really didn't want to get out of bed this morning. I felt like I just didn't get enough sleep, but I powered through. I put myself into the gym, and it turned out to be a really good workout, so not gonna complain. What else we got here? We're gonna try to take yesterday's high out before we turn around. Maybe consequent encroachment on this wick. No, we're past that. Let's have a look back in time. There's a big 1 minute fair value gap in here. And that's where we're working inside. I hate this platform, actually. I'm getting actually kind of tired with it, although it did let me stack orders, so I'm pretty happy about that. So we're already in that 1 minute fair value gap here. I'm gonna assume we're gonna reject out of it. We're just looking for our first presented fair value gap to act on. I'm gonna change the color of this to purple. That way I know what it means. Baby blue is usually my targets. I'm anticipating a gap in here. We'll get ready to trade. Going short. And it'll be 5 points above the top of this first candle. 197. Okay. That's a big stop loss. But that's what we got to do. Four seconds. Okay, we're in on our first position. I'm going to remove these lines here. I'll draw out the first gap here so you guys see what I acted on. Oh, come on. It's that one right there. So I never wait for the retracement back into the fair value gap, because yesterday's a prime example where it just doesn't give you the chance to get in line with the trend. So my strategy just gets you to get in there right away. Let's get to yesterday's open, and I'll give you a prime example. So yesterday we acted on, we inverted this gap right here. And as soon as it closed, we entered right on this candle at the top here. Where's my horizontal ray? We entered right here. And as you can see, we never came back into that fair value gap, which is, where's my tools now? Which would have been this gap. So we never came back to any one of these gaps other than when we inverted it. So that's why I enter as soon as the fair value gap is confirmed. I'm in, and that's that. And as you can see, this gap never got traded back into. Sure, this one did, but you know, this one didn't. We don't have a gap in here. We don't have a gap in there. We got a gap up here. Still never got traded back into. So a lot of the time they just take off. And so as soon as they form, you just gotta act on them. And actually when I see them chop around and start going into them, I actually start feeling concerned. I want to see them just push away from them. Yeah, this doesn't look great. What is my stop loss? We're going to put it in 122 points. We're just going to put it in to the spreadsheet right away. Not that we've lost yet, but I can fix it later. But I don't like this. I don't like seeing fair value gaps getting inverted, but I've been burned in the past by closing my trades, and then they've actually gone in my direction. Where's the opening price? Right here. Yeah, I'd like to see us trade down 50% first. But we had a wild day yesterday. There's no telling what we'll see now. This is also bad. Seeing another fair value gap formed. I think I do need to close this trade. I'm just going to stick to the model. The stop loss is a stop loss, and with all the data that we have, we don't get numbers like this in the back test without absorbing the losses when they do come. So I know someone was commenting that we don't get, like, how do we get more wins? And you know, you just got to back test more and see how you can weed some of these out. But so far I've just been happy with the results that I got, and deviating from it is actually affecting my account P&L. So we'll just leave it. If you find something better, share it in the comments, send it to me. I'm on Instagram. Send me a message there. But I hope everyone's having a good day. Hopefully we can have a nice win like yesterday. I think we might just chop around this morning. Or we just might propel from here. We'll see. But we got basically a consolidation here on the 5-minute chart. So that's our first loss. And now we'll go in for the long. That was a pretty big loss. Let's see what the history says. 175 bucks. Yeah, I gotta give some of it back after, what was it, about $1,600 yesterday? I got it written down. Actually, we can add it up here. Where's the calculator? 452 plus 533 plus 676. Yeah, 1661 on that trade yesterday. You can see the numbers right here. Where's my cursor? There we go. That's better. How's the stocks doing today? We got some green. Green's kind of nice after we've had all the blood in the streets. I don't have advanced auto parts. I sold it to buy more BABA, and then BABA cratered on me, so that's great. Intel, wish I bought it at that price. You know, everything here. Cooper Standard. Palantir's holding up though. I think same with PayPal. Well, there we go. That's 2 losses for the day, guys. I think we're just gonna chop around and yeah, try to eat up everyone's losses or wins from yesterday. So let's check out the history there. I'm gonna update my spreadsheet while we're at it. So another $144 loss. Which was, how many points was that? It's about 100 and, no, it looks like 90. Jeez, guys, gotta get the calculator out here. 210 minus 108. Yeah, that's 102. Okay, let's update the spreadsheet. Minus 102, 103. Okay, which brings our grand total 200 trades over 69 trading days, 126 wins, 74 losses, 63% win-loss ratio. Total points 6,657. Average points per day 96 points per day, and an average RR of 4.5. So that's gonna conclude today. Too bad it didn't go in our direction, but looks like it's just gonna do this today until, you know, maybe after 7 o'clock or whatever. But you never know when it's going to do something like this. But ICT does say when you have large range days, you should not trade the morning after. And so that's kind of what we had today. We'll take the losses and we will come back tomorrow. You guys have a good one.